Hello and welcome to this spin practice today where we're going to be focusing mainly on jump camel spin. So we start warming up by just a basic upright spin just to get the center of gravity here. And the main aim for this is just trying to get a very center spin. Depending on where you are in your skating journey, this can be more difficult or more easy for you. And the main idea is when you go into the spin, you hold the position first before you bring it in towards you. So you saw that my leg was bent at the beginning, and then I slowly straighten it while bringing in the other leg towards the knee. Then I do a back scratch, and again I start with the spinning leg bend, and then I slowly straighten it as I bring in the other free leg. This just helps to keep yourself center and to ensure that you're spinning on the spot and avoid traveling. So this time I decide to warm up my camel spin, as I already did a warm up beforehand, so I want to go straight into getting this moving. And again, you're just wanting to bend your leg first, get the center of gravity, get your center, and to avoid traveling. So I warm up the camel on my left leg first because I'm going to be doing it on my right. So the next spin I do is sit spin because I'm going to be working on this as well. And again, warming up on the left leg, bringing the arms out in front, coming up to upright spin and coming out of this. And I really encourage you to warm up your single spins before you go on to combinations, even before you go on to the other foot, and it just gives you the correct position to feel your body and how everything is going. So because I warmed up the camel and the sit, I then do a camel combination sit spin, as I'm already feeling relatively warmed up and using my hands in front, just getting the feeling of where your body are and where the positions are. So then moving on, I get warmed up by doing a cannonball sit. This I find easier when I'm going into the back sit, because then I go into the combination back sit spin, because later on we're going to be doing a flying camel back sit. And just getting the feeling on the other leg, where your body weight is, where your center of gravity is. And then I go into camel cannonball sit, which is a little bit more difficult than going straight into a regular sit, because I want to then warm up the back sit into a back scratch and come out. This just really helps you get the movement, feeling your body, where your weight is, where the center of gravity is. And since I did the back sit spin, I'm doing now camel back camel. This I find a lot more challenging. As you can see, it's a lot more difficult to get the center of gravity on the other leg. So this takes a little bit more practice. So again, going into the camel spin on the left, switching over to the right, and here you can see it's the movement of the leg. It's trying to keep the leg in place, trying to keep your chest in place, and ensuring that you're really balanced. Using your arms can also help. This time I try just warm up the back camel spin on its own, and here I'm able to hold it a little bit better, but it does take a little bit more work because you don't have the same momentum when you're going from a camel into back. So because of this, I go straight now into flying camel. This is actually quite a good attempt because I haven't been doing this for many years. It just gives you more speed when you go straight into the flying. Here you really want to be watching your arm position as you go in, using that left, hitting it behind you so that you can get the momentum. And I try to catch because I've been working on this with my coach, and it just helps also keeping your center and feeling the toe pick on where exactly that you are when you're doing the back camel spin. So this time I do another flying camel and holding the position and getting the catch, bringing the chest up, pushing against the foot. and then going into a back scratch spin. This just helps to find the center. And the next attempt I'm going to do is actually flying camel into sit spin, which is a lot harder for myself in a way, because you really have to use your arms and twist from the torso. So here I only get 2 times round, which of course you need to actually get 3 rotations. But it is my first time coming back into doing these types of spins, and like everything, it just takes a lot of practice and repetition. So here again, going into flying camel and going down into sit, this time getting a little bit more speed, getting the 3 rotations, then coming up into a back scratch, 3 rotations, and then trying the jump out, but it's a little bit of a mini jump because I find it a little bit more dizzy coming out of the back spins. Then again, trying another attempt, going and jumping into the back camel, sit, and back scratch spin, and jumping out. Again, not much height, it's something I'm going to be working on as well. Then coming to one of the final position changes, so we're doing flying camel, catch, moving down into sit spin, but here is a lot more difficult going from the catch down to the back sit. So I do lose my balance here trying to get that twist from the torso. So of course I try it again, get more speed, get more momentum. Flying camel, a little bit dodgy, so I go straight into the catch, and then using that momentum to sit down. And it's very slow and it's hard on your legs, but just keep on trying and keep practicing. I think even sometimes seeing that it is possible to do, because if someone had told me to try that, I would have said I don't think anyone can do that, but yeah, my coach told me that they can, so it helps. So then last attempt, flying camel, catch, more momentum down into the sit, holding it for the 3 counts, up into back scratch, and out with a bounce a little bit higher as well. So it was definitely my best attempt, and I'm happy with that. Thank you for joining me.